Horton fired up to have brand new AstroTurf under his feet. Over 2 decades he has spent working here. 100th year of Grayson's existence. It is a brand new look for our beloved ballpark. New turf, new lights. Take a gander at Noah Nisnik. He's the leader of this Bananas pitching staff and gets his 4th start of his 2nd World Tour.
Has not picked up a win or a loss yet in 2025, but last season pitching in Grayson Stadium was a really nice time for Niz. Had a 3-1 record, a 4-minute and 34-second average MPI, and a 4.80 earned run average in 8 starts. Now, the turf is likely going to allow Nisnik to try some more trick pitches tonight. He's still the only pitcher with the trick pitch strikeout this year. The Party Animals are batting .220 against the young left-hander.
Let's take a look at the defense behind Nisnik, the guys who get to play on this turf in the first banana ball game ever held here in New Look Grayson Stadium. Left to right in the outfield, it's Cruz, Meadows, and Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, you see Hosley, Cox, Olson, and Jones. While behind the dish, it is Leroy.
Well, look, all of these guys, they are chomping at the bit to be the first player to record a trick play on the AstroTurf here in Grayson Stadium. The money is obviously on the tour trick play leader in Ryan Cox, but don't be surprised if you get a rack flip or a back flip from Cruz or DR Meadows.
Of course, Cox also Banana Ball's all-time trick play leader. He is closing in on the 400 trick play mark. Well, nobody else has reached the 300 plateau. Let's toss it on down to Jesse Cole to kick this thing off.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
That was a lot more staring into Jesse Cole's eyes than I had signed up for tonight.
I liked that.
I know you did. I know you did. Josh was jumping for joy up here in the booth next to me. All right, let's kick it off. Banana Ball 3.0, a brand new era here in historic Grayson Stadium. And that's ball 1 to the switch-hitting center fielder, Reese Hampton. Swinging it from his natural side. As a righty, get a look at his numbers from last year.
Trying to keep a 6-game on-base streak going into tonight. And there's a trick pitch early from Noah Nisnik, bouncing it off of the rubber and delivering a pitch that's battled off foul by Hampton.
Now we saw Niz grab the first trick play of the tour. A flip from the glove to the bare hand right there as the count is evened up. And that one fouled straight back. He's only hitting $152. Kick off his 4th World Tour. We're going to heat up. That one on a hop. Danny Hosley bounced behind the back to the glove. EJ, oh boy, look out over at first base. Scary situation. Seth Markham is going to say that EJ had control of the ball before he was barreled over by Reese Lightning. EJ thinking about trying to turn it into a double trick play, ended up in an awkward situation. And Hampton well within his rights in the baseline to go right through him.
Yeah, it was just poor positioning from Eric Jones Jr. at that first base bag, but nonetheless, Danny Hosley, the man, grabbing the first trick play on the new turf here in Grayson.
How about that for the first trick play here? Woo! That was fun. Ball and a strike now on Noah Fisher. Just like Hampton before him, slow start here to the tour. He's hitting 143, but what you cannot be upset about is the 375 on base percentage, which will lower by a couple ticks. As Reese Alexiadis trying for the tornado catch. And once again, has to contend with the Cape. And the Cape victorious. Blocks Reese's attempt at the trick play.
It's the second time we've seen the Cape get in the way of Reese Alexiadis. And this one even more than the first time, as you saw Reese pretty much catch the Cape rather than catch that banana ball and took a tumble while he was at it, which is what really helped Fisher get into scoring position.
I still don't understand how it did not happen more. Across his 57 trick play attempts last year, which he nailed 54 of them. Now here on tour 2, he's 8 for 11, so he's already has more trick plays missed than a year ago, and 46 less attempts. 2-1 on Jake Skoll, the team leader with his .421 batting average. And scrapes the outside corner. Same goes for his 2 homers. Pacing the tour with 7 extra base hits overall. Bill Leroy cannot believe that was not called strike 3 by Vincent Chapman. Now we get the payoff. Drop to the right side. Olsen fielded under the leg. Flip back up to the bare hand. Fine trick play by the grade 8 for out number 2.
That was silky smooth from Jackson Olsen. Takes it in the glove for a second, flips it up to himself under the leg, and a nice easy throw to Eric Jones Jr. A new one for Jackie. That could have been the one we saw Cox alluding to in the pregame show.
The cleanup spot we go. Tanner Thomas gets a fastball, taps it to Cox. Between the legs, over to first. EJ! How'd he catch that under the leg? Misnick picks up his defense, strands a runner on third, and the Bananas collect 4 trick plays in the scoreless frame.
Well, this is the effect of that new AstroTurf already. Ryan Cox running in, and Eric Jones Jr. finishing things off on the other end. 3 minutes and 42 seconds for Noah Nisnik in the top of the first inning. Terrific work all around from the Bananas.
EJ must be doing some yoga, some Pilates. That was impressive flexibility, whipping that left leg up to grab the banana ball underneath. Take a look at the numbers from 2024 for Garrett Delano. He's once again one of the most dependable Party Animals pitchers.
Yeah, making his 4th start this season. An ERA at 3 to begin the year, but he has allowed over 2 base runners per inning pitched, which is not ideal for the right-hander. Allowed 4 sprints in his last start and had not allowed that many since August 3rd of 2023 in this ballpark. But either way, Garrett Delano, 33% of the outs behind him have been trick plays.
Let's get a look at the defense behind Delano. And left to right in the outfield, Fisher, Hampton, and Skoll. In the infield, third to first, it's Bloomer, Acuff, Baber, and Jacobo, while Cosgrove is behind the dish.
Well, Sal Jacobo is getting his first start at first base for the Party Animals, and they are going to have to make quite the adjustment tonight defensively. They're going from a 6'1" first baseman in Swan to a 5'9" man in Jacobo.
All right, let's get a quick look at the Bananas lineup. Opposing Delano, DR Meadows right back at the top, the tour leader with his .522 batting average. Then it is Dan Oberst, Eric Jones Jr., and Robert Anthony Cruz in the cleanup spot, followed by Reese Alexiadis, Jackson Olsen, Bill Leroy, Danny Hosley, Correll Prime, and Ryan Cox.
And it's DR Meadows trying to jumpstart things, still batting over 500 for the Bananas through the first 8 games of this year's World Tour.
That's what starting the year 12 for 23 will do to you. His 600 on base percentage. Also leading all hitters. Delano gives him a 2-seam fastball inside for ball 1.
He knows that the key to success against DR Meadows is try and jam him. Didn't get the call, but does nail the outside corner on his 1-0 offering.
That one bounced to third. Tough hop there for Bloomer, and he can never get a hold on the banana ball. So he was thinking about a potential trick play to pull. Never got control of the ball, and Meadows reaches on the E5.
Well, speed already aboard for the Bananas. We will see if they try and get DR Meadows actively trying to swipe second base as Dan Oberst creams the first pitch into deep center field up against the wall. Reese Hampton cannot grab this one. Big ricochet, and DR getting the wave home from Tyler Gillum. Play at the plate. He is gunned down.
What a relay from Chosen. Right on the money. Cosgrove asking for some applause for the boys in black and pink. That was textbook from Hampton to Acuff to Andy. They deny the inning-winning run from scoring. Now Dan Oberst takes over as the inning-winning run at second base.
It seemed to be one of those plays, looking at the slide into home, Meadows trying to go to the outside portion of home plate, and Cosgrove had himself set up in a prime position to apply a tag on Meadows, who I don't think ever was able to touch home.
Nice change up there from Delano, part of his 5-pitch mix. 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastballs. The curveball as well as the change you just saw. In the driver's seat, goes back to the changeup. That one is destroyed but foul. DJ doing a good job getting the hands in. Slow start to his 4th World Tour, hitting .208. Only 4 strikeouts in 8 games, 4 ball, 4 sprints to match them. Showing the excellent eye right there, not biting on the bender.
4 of his 6 runs batted in this season have come on either ball 4 sprint or a sacrifice fly. We'll see if he continue to put up a good battle against Delano.
Acuff between the legs on the run. Nice stretch from Jacobo at first. And a flipping out call from Seth Markham. And here come the Party Crashers to celebrate the first ever Party Animals trick play on the new AstroTurf. What a celebration. Impressive strength there from Stunt Marshall. Well, CB Suave just partying it up, going wild around Acuff.
Clean up on the left side of the infield.
Get another look right there, and the Party Crashers are running all the way out into the outfield. Let's jump back into banana ball. Robert Anthony Cruz, floating liner, snapped by Jacobo. Delano picks up his defense. Inning started on an error. He is able to strand the inning-winning run on base, and we're scoreless after 1. And let's get another look at why the Bananas did not walk off the first inning. Dan Oberst blasting one off the historic Grayson Stadium scoreboard out in left center. But a beautiful relay. Throw from Hampton to Acuff, then to Cosgrove. And on the money, as Josh mentioned earlier, Meadows never even made it to the plate. And there's the cleanup team. Hard at work.
Well, good that the Bananas and the Party Animals are working together on this one. Obviously, you don't want to see some of that confetti or any of the streamers getting in the way of a possible trick play, as we've already seen 5 in tonight's game through the first inning.
4 from the Nanners, 1 from the Party Animals as Dalton Malden and company finish up handing yellow roses out to the fans on a frigid night here in historic Grayson Stadium. Big thank you to everybody who is braving the elements and has come to hang out with us here. Less than 45 degrees. Feels a lot colder than that. Bill Leroy misses his trick throw down to second. Each team brought 4 guys to the dish in the first. Isnick was able to strand a man on third, Delano a man on second. So it's 5, 6, and 7 for the Party Animals. Chase Acuff, Bryson Bloomer, and Andy Cosgrove here to swing it.
Excellent man